now. So guys, hello, thank you for and welcome to another episode of the game. So quick public service announcement. Myself and NinjaTea have been impersonated. We do not have an active Discord group. We have no Telegram group. We are not in any shape, way, or form releasing any NFTs at this moment in time. We've not even mentioned that. And ask anyone in our closest circles, DM them, ask them if they know if we're doing any NFTs or if we have a Telegram group or anything like that. The worst bit is whoever's scamming is actually even using Lucas's name, which is, that's just, you're going too far, whoever it is. So we know whoever it is somebody that is in either our WhatsApp group, our Facebook group, or someone that is following us on our Instagram page. So this is a public service announcement to just say, look, if you have been invited to a Discord group, it is a scam. If you are being invited to a Telegram group by either myself or Ninja, Fadlan and Fendi, it is also a scam. If anyone is trying to take money off you for an investment, it is a scam. We do not talk to anyone about taking money off them for investments without the presence of our financial advisor, who is actually an accredited financial advisor called Victoria Nabarro, and you can check her out. We are an accredited company that is registered. So do not hand your money over to anybody, especially in a Discord group or a Telegram group. If we ever ask you for any money, it's to pay for a lesson when we've probably given you a lesson for free and given you everything you need to be successful and to make money in the cryptocurrency space anyway. So we apologize to anyone that has been a victim of this scam. Please contact the fraud hotline immediately and get yourself a reference number. Once you have a reference number, please get back in contact with us so we can pull these reference numbers together and just do what we can. So once again, please contact Action Fraud immediately, get a crime reference number, and then contact us so we can pull our crime reference numbers together. Thank you very much. And again, we apologize to anyone that has become a victim of these dickheads.
Just to add, the project is apparently called Shakai. I've never been involved, neither myself, Blockchain Sensei, Mr. Harding, and or Lucas have been involved in any project that remotely sounds like Shakai. We have never to date created a active Telegram group and Discord. Yes, I think we have a Discord with less than 10 people that has less than 10 messages ever. I did create some kind of Telegram group 5 months ago, but I haven't messaged anyone on Telegram in any group that I am admin of for the past 6 to 8 weeks. So it's definitely nothing to do with us. You can check the credentials. I have a super public profile, NinjaTea 0161, all social media, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, etc. You'll see I've never mentioned such projects, and there will never be a voice note or video of me speaking about this project prior to this. So that's the disclaimer. So the next disclaimer we need to get out of the way is neither myself or Mr. Harding or anyone associated with Blockchain Sensei except Victoria, who is our partner, are financial advisors. We do not perceive to be financial advisors. And if you are unable to mitigate your risk,
please contact a financial advisor, because if you didn't know, all investments come with risk. We say this in every show. We have disclaimers with everything we do. If anyone that you're working with doesn't provide you with these disclaimers, I would start worrying and probably leave them. I would also highly recommend anyone you're giving money to in any shape, way, or form that they get on a video call with you and let you know of the disclaimer before giving them any money. So that is that. So let's get into today's episode of the game. So where are we going to start? I think we're going to start with some of the news that's been happening in the space. And for that, we'll go onto the Instagram. But before we do that, we want to just let you know that we actually now have a company website. Whoop, 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 whoop. The reason we have a company website is because we are getting more corporate by the day.
Dude, are you sharing your screen?
Not yet. I'm loading up the website.
No worries.
Okay, hold up.
So let you guys know what you're in for today. After Mr. Harding has done some news, he's going to go over Fetch.ai, which I actually know nothing about, so I'm here to learn with you guys as well. And I'll also tell you guys about two stocks that I've added to my long-term portfolio. I've also diversified my alts into 3 new alts, so I'll tell you guys about those later on.
Okay, cool. So let's have a look at our company website. So it's not the greatest website in the world. It's just a startup website because we are a startup. And what do we provide? We provide pretty much everything for anyone that is completely new to investing and crypto. And we've got our key methodology here, which is that it's all about focus. It's all about starting to learn how to focus on what it is you want to achieve, followed up by learning how to research the fundamentals of big picture and of the asset you're interested in, and then how to refine your entries and exits by learning technical analysis. We haven't got our newsletter just yet, but if you wanted to book in a session with us, you just click free consultation, and it'll take you to a page, to see what we see page, where we're going to change this to a blockchain Sensei one very shortly, where you can just book in an appointment with myself or Ninja. Then on top of that, hi there, Paul. How you doing? Hi there, Paul. Just because of the current circumstances of what's happening in the space, we're asking anyone that comes into the room to just come on camera just temporarily, just so we can vet who you are, because at the moment someone's using our face to scam people. So unless you're willing to come on camera, even just for temporarily, we're gonna have to ask you to leave the call. We'll wait for Paul. There we go. Thank you very much, buddy. Thank you. There you go. You can turn your camera off now if you want. And yourself, Lewis. Thank you. Thank you very much. So also on here, what we're doing is, because one of the main angles of our business is helping businesses accept crypto payments. If you have anything that we've done for you and like the value that we provide for you, you can actually tip us here now at Blockchain Sensei via your Coinbase address here. So, and again, this is actually our actual wallet, and it's public and it's trackable. So, you know, we're completely transparent. If you were interested in creating an NFT, you can go to our website. There's a whole video, an hour and 30 minutes of us showing you how to create NFTs for free. We've even got loads of stuff on here. And then in the most important bit is we always have our disclaimer, as you know. And then let's now go and dive into some of the news. So some of that is on our Blockchain Sensei Instagram, and Ninja would be pretty annoyed if I didn't do this before I went there, and that is to go onto our link tree, which has absolutely everything you could ever want, which has got our free course on financial literacy for absolute beginners. It's got our Visa NFT white paper. It's got the link to the game. It's got our crypto swing trade signal service. So if you're a swing trader and you're interested in trading crypto, you can go there. It's also got our
wait, let's not undersell the swing trading service, right? Let me just iterate this. This is basically the highest value thing that we sell. Basically, we send out minimum 20 signals, either trades that I myself personally do, Mr. Harding personally does, or we do together, titled as NinjaTea's trading call, Mr. Harding's trading call, Blockchain Sensei's trading call, and we literally send it out 5 minutes after our trade. So you can literally copy our trade. The signal service pays itself 2 £20 trades, not financial advice, obviously, but historically speaking, with 2 £20 trades alone, it pays for the service. But yeah, you go ahead.
Yep, and then we have our top 10 altcoins to buy this bull run. This is now £15 for the playback. Anyone that has actually purchased any of the things that we've purchased, because it's not financial advice, will probably be in profit at this moment in time. And then if you're completely new, then we have our intro to crypto guide just there. And then every episode of the game is just there as well. So that is our link tree. So back to the news. So first bit of news, which I think is pretty relevant to talk about, is the fact that Santander, that same bank that was causing people issues when it came to them buying cryptocurrency, is now looking at launching their own Bitcoin ETF. What are the chances of that? Hey, look at that. You can't buy crypto, but the bank can buy crypto and sell you crypto at a higher price and at a premium rate and add additional fees on. That's the banks for you. So, other bit of news which is monumental, monumental news is that the Bored Ape Yacht Club, which is very famous for their NFTs, is launching a band in partnership with Universal Music. If this doesn't worry you, if you're in the music game, it should. Because one of the things that's going to start appearing in musicians' contracts is that the music labels are going to ask for the NFT rights to your music, or they're going to probably put it in there really, really subtly. Now, the biggest problem in this space at this moment in time is, unfortunately, lawyers and accountants are completely undereducated about NFTs and blockchain assets. And that's why we exist, because that's who we want to work with and who we work with, just providing financial education, not advice, on this space and its emerging possibilities. So absolutely crazy things happening there in the music space. With that one, that's a pretty big announcement. Then we have also Starbucks has announced that they are going to be tokenizing their tokens. They pretty much got a crypto anyway with the Starbucks card, but now that they're going to be tokenizing it and actually putting it on a blockchain, it's now, in my opinion, will become one of the top 10 cryptos. You've heard me say it. I'm going to put it out there. Just simply because of their marketing pull and the use case, because the use case is already there. There's no crypto that's existed where the use case is already there, and then they've just put it on the blockchain for fun. And then we have to also consider how many downloads of the Starbucks app there already is. So let's go and check that.
Guys,
how many...
You guys have to understand that a lot of the times Mr. Harding's saying new things that he's never said to me. Like, he's never ever, we've never had a conversation about Starbucks crypto. This is new to me, what you're hearing right now. So let's appreciate what he's saying.
So that's 600K downloads in the last month. How many downloads of Starbucks app total? Starbucks overview, here we go. Apple App Store. There's no way there's 600K. There's definitely more than that.
Got nearly 4 million reviews, let alone.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's got 4 million 5-star reviews. So I think it's safe to say it's got over 4 million downloads. So I'm struggling to find the actual.
I mean, what is the percentage of people that actually leave a review? Probably like 1 in 4, 1 in 5, right? So let's just say 20 mil.
How many total downloads of Starbucks app? I like doing it like this to just show you the process, just so that you can see that the information and the research is transparent. You probably have to go onto the App Store. Oh, Statista. These guys are normally good. Or, do you know what we could do? We could go to.
To be fair, on the Google Play app, it said it's got 500K plus downloads. So
Okay. So I'm gonna find this information out for you and get back to you on the exact amount of downloads, because I remember hearing at one point by a couple of reporters that it was the most downloaded app on the App Store in total in the USA. So, which does make sense and is pretty believable. So yeah, if these guys apply crypto, yeah, it's gonna get a bit mad. Then the other bit of news that I thought was very interesting to note is that Van Eck, who provide various ETFs, including Hero, which is a gaming ETF. And for beginners, if you're unsure of what an ETF is an basket of stocks on the stock market that have a collection of assets and stocks in a specific sector. So let's say, for example, you liked gaming. You might be interested in the Van Eck Gaming ETF. So let's show you that one. Van Eck Gaming ETF, which I'm pretty sure is called Hero. No, this one's ESPO. This one's ESPO. And what it has inside of it, let's have a look at the companies that are in ESPO. Here we go, overview. So if you're unsure about, you're into investing and you want to, invest in gaming in some shape, way, or form, that's where you would invest via an ETF. It's not financial advice, but that's what I personally do. So let's have a look at the holdings inside this. Where is it? Video games and esports. So you can see they've got gold. Wait, let's just go back there because that's really important to share with you. So you can see they've got ETFs in real estate, which is a REIT. They've got moat investing, hydrogen-based ETFs, semiconductors, which is microchips, gold mining ETFs, and then we're going to look at the video games one and see what's held in it. So this is holding 25 different companies within the esports sector. I'm going to show what it's actually holding. Why is it not showing what's actually holding? View ETF. Oh, that is annoying. Okay, let's just go the other way. Let's go the old school way. Oh, wait, it just did it then. It just flashed it. Oh, no, screw it. Van Eck Esports ETF holdings. There we go. Oh, jarring website. Okay, there we go. So you can see inside of that, it has NVIDIA, AMD, Tencent, Unity, C Limited, NetEase, Roblox, Nintendo, Take-Two Interactive, Bandai Namco, Activision, EA, Belibi, Nexon, Ensoft Corp, Zigna, Ubisoft, Capcom, Embracer, Konami, Microstar International, Kingsoft, Square Enix. So if you wanted to have all of those, if you wanted to invest in all of those, you would just get Van Eck ETF and it would give you all of those. So that is what an ETF is there. And that, my friend, if you're a beginner, is absolute game that they're not going to teach you in school. Now, why am I showing you this? Is because Van Eck, these guys that have got this ETF and loads of other very successful ETFs in gold, stocks, bonds, and real estate, they've been denied a Bitcoin ETF. Whereas, as we're aware, there's already 2 Bitcoin ETFs already available, but Van Eck have been denied. Now, the reason they were denied is because they wanted to create a spot ETF, which is related to the actual current price rather than a futures ETF, which is based on the potential of future price action, which is very interesting to me. I'm going to look into that a little bit more further as to why they might have thought that wasn't a valid reason to have an ETF. So let's go on further. So we are going to look today at Fetch.ai. Let's go have a look at these guys. So these guys, I was having a look at them before. Big shout out to my cousin Dexter. He put me on to these guys. He'd been shouting about these guys for a while. And they are right up my alley. I said I wasn't going to really be investing in any new projects, but this just blew me away just because of the size of the market cap, which is currently just 470 million. It's not even $1 billion company yet in terms of market cap for the crypto asset anyway. The circulating supply is only at 65%. So only 700 million tokens have been released of the total 1.1 billion that is going to be released. And what we're going to do here is we're going to just hopefully it lets me show you some of the things that I don't think many people pay attention to on CoinMarketCap. One of the things that I like to do is look at how many exchanges something is listed on. Most things are listed on about 20 to 30 exchanges. This is listed on 53 exchanges. So does that mean it can have a low volume? Yes. Historical data, again, we can look at this, but if you want to do that, you want to use websites with better on-chain metrics. Now the holders, if this is going to give us a breakdown, it gives us the amount of total addresses, the amount of active addresses. There's only 195 active addresses of Fetch.ai, which says people are sleeping on this. 195. Now the top 10 holders hold 63%, top 20, 72%, top 50, 80%. So again, this shows that this is quite a unique one that nobody really knows about and people aren't really paying attention. And again, this is what I love, the amount of supply you can clearly see visibly by their wallet addresses. And then if you wanted to and use a bit nosy, you could take those wallet addresses and search and see what other assets they're holding. But we can see 17.45% of the supply is held by one person. Normally if something's held, more than 20% is held by one person, that normally worries me. But in this case, it's less than 20, so that's good. And we can see the amount of total unique addresses is actually increasing. But the active ones, so the ones that are actively trading all the time, is just 195. So that says to me that it's not something that people are trying to trade frequently. Now, let's quickly look at the social stats. 86,000 followers on Twitter. Then in terms of the allocation, again, only 5% went up for public sale initially. The founders held 18%, seed investors 5%. So again, that's still below that 25% range that I'm always talking about. So pretty happy with these kind of on-chain metrics at the moment about these guys. Now the ICO, I think it was originally on Binance. So that's again very interesting. So wallets, no, I can't see it there. News, socials. Then sometimes what CoinMarketCap does is it actually provides a rating for the asset that you're looking at. And this is based on different user activity, how much they rate the team, how much they rate the project, how much they rate the ecosystem. Now, obviously, this might be biased because this website is created by Binance, but it's actually powered by a separate company called Token Insight. So I quite like to use this, and I would not invest in anything below a B grade in terms of the rating for their actual technology. Obviously, a lot of people aren't even bothered about the technology and they're just investing because they think it's a casino. But for me, if it's going to work, it's got to have strong user activity and great developers and a great ecosystem, which we can see this rating has got a double BB, which is about 75 out of 100 rating. So again, I think that's really, really good. Analysis. So again, hopefully, I don't think many people use CoinMarketCap like this. This is the way that I like to use it myself. You can dive deeper if you wanted to as well in terms of the token summary, but that's a total different lesson that I'd have to give you if you wanted to go in deeper on that and how to use this website into the block. So for the time being, anyway, so we can see the amount of the largest transactions. The overall summary for this at the moment is bearish. So I'm into that if it's bearish at the moment and people aren't really holding it. So transactions greater than 100K in the last 7 days, 0, which again is amazing. So that means that there's no whales manipulating this one here. I highly recommend not or yet. Yeah. So holders making money at the current price, 99% of people holding this are in profit. Why is that? Because most of the people holding this are deep researchers and actually do proper research on the token. So that says again a lot. So yeah, that's that one. So let's have a look at their website and just get a little bit of an understanding about what they are. So they are actually artificial intelligence for the blockchain. I just want you to just contemplate. And again, there's a little notification there that something's going to happen. You know, anything that gets added to Coinbase Pro is normally a good thing. So yeah, Fetch.ai is a blockchain that is fusing with AI. Now, you know, if you just really deep how powerful that is and what the potential future use cases for that are, I don't want to scare anybody, but it is the inevitable future. Like, there is no way that big whales aren't interested in this kind of technology. Now, look at their partners: Bosch, T-Mobile, Binance. Who else have we got there? Anchor, Press. They've been covered by Forbes, NASDAQ, Yahoo Finance, Business Weekly, The Economist, CoinDesk, The Guardian, TechCrunch, Telegraph again, Investing.com. So it's not just little Telegram groups picking these guys up. It's big boys in the game. So I'm just going to let JG in and do the test. Hey there, JG. Thanks for joining us. We've got a policy at the moment, just because someone is using our pictures and videos to scam people. So we're just asking everybody that enters to the call to just come on camera, just temporarily, just so that we can kind of have like a picture video verification. And when we put on YouTube, everyone that's a part of our community and part of our group, if you're not happy to go on camera just for 5 seconds, then unfortunately we'll have to ask you to leave. And until you do, then we're just going to pause the lesson. That's just because of everything that's going on at the moment. That's just the kind of integrity policy that we're trying to initiate at the moment.
Are they going to show their face? Do we have to kick them out? Let's see.
Tighten up for a few sessions.
We'll wait for another 30 seconds for JG, and then we'll just have to kick him out.
It feels cold, but it's going to be the way it is.
I know, it's the way it is.
He's got his camera.
Oh, thank you very much, JG. Appreciate it. Thank you for being a transparent member of our community. Really appreciate that. Hope you understand why we're doing that at this moment in time. Cool. So let's carry on with where we're at. You can turn your camera off now if you want, buddy. Cool. Okay. So I got a very interesting Twitter thread about these guys, but let's just have a look at their tech overview. So what the power of this does is it basically allows individual parts of the block to think autonomously for themselves. So imagine blockchain technology with the likes of VeChain, where it's logistics and transportation, but it can think for itself and it can learn from its own mistakes or people's mistakes. Would that be a useful and powerful thing in logistics? Of course it would, because we all know humans don't learn from their mistakes. We kind of seen that, because let's think of one example that proves that humans don't learn from their mistakes. Oh yeah, there's this thing called war that we've been doing for like forever and haven't really learned that it's actually a massive waste of time, money, effort, and lives. So yeah, humans don't learn from their mistakes. So this is why when people are like, oh no, I'm scared of AI, I'm like, trust me, AI is going to do a much better job than humans ever could or would. And I highly recommend you read a book called Homo Deus, and another one called Better Angels of Our Nature. Great book. So yeah, the way that this works is it basically uses AI in the midst of the blockchain, so that the AI is doing the thinking through something called an autonomous economic agent. So what they do is they search and they learn from each other within the blockchain and learning about how the blockchain is responding to the data coming in to into the network. So it's an incredible piece of technology, and I think it's been slept on. So I'm just going to load up an email, bear with me, and that's got a link to the thread that I'm going to put in the group chat so that everyone can read it in their own time, because it is amazing. I'm going to go through a little bit of it in this call, but I want people to go through it in their own time, because I think just the potential of this thing is insane. And again, massive shout out to my cousin for plugging me on this one. So let's just go back to sharing it. Can everyone see my screen? Yep, perfect. Let me just put this in the chat and copy this for yourselves. I'm going to put it in the WhatsApp chat later as well. Okay, so why is Fetch.ai the ultimate use case project? Why? Because it's going to help travel agents. Think about it this way. If planes and travel agents have AI attached to them, what does that mean for prices, for flights, for danger, for collisions, so on and so forth? You're basically eliminating them. Because not all variables can a human think of in terms of travel and flight, but the computer probably could. Energy agents and making energy more efficient when it comes to smart homes, and on allowing the grids to figure out where to send the most energy to when it's needed, instead of it just being sent for no reason. Oracle agents, that's how do I describe oracles? Oracles are blockchains that attach to real world information and then put them onto the blockchain. Stop loss agents, which is for people that are trading, would be amazing. And I'm not going to tell you who is using Fetch AI or linked to them, but it's a self-driving car company that are very interested in AI and robotics, are rumored to be working with Fetch AI. I wonder who and what company that might be. I'm not going to say any names because it might not be true, but he likes dogs. Anyway, so as we know, this company, there is a company out there that has the most amount of autonomous driving data in the world. They have 10 times more autonomous driving data than anyone. However, they have no blockchain yet. However, if they were to leverage someone else's blockchain, which would then allow all of the self-driving cars to be able to figure out which charging stations were free and go and charge themselves up, so that you as a driver didn't ever have to charge it. Whilst you're asleep, it would know that this is the time when you probably don't drive. And whilst you're asleep, your car would go and charge itself up and then come back. Or whilst you're shopping, it would calculate and estimate where you are in the shop by your geolocation. And if you've just finished paying, and make sure that it's back in time to pick you up. Pretty cool. So smart e-mobility and smart cities. So autonomous travel agents, imagine you can book your entire trip on one single app. Your agent will do the payments and suggest the best routes intelligently. No middleman means less cost, saves time, your data is safe, and you enjoy unparalleled privacy. Free energy agents for your smart home. Reduce the daily domestic energy cost by 20%. This will help tackle climate change. This approach uses smart meter data to achieve real-time autonomous energy control and reduce the costs. Oracle agents, these are the backbone of the new DeFi energy system because it's cheaper, faster, scalable, and with advanced cryptography. These oracles are used for complex off-chain data such as energy system calculations in households. And then co-learn healthcare. With this, hospitals can identify and detect circulating cancer cells in patients' blood or tissue biopsies faster and thereby save more lives. Currently in development at the Ponzan Supercomputing Center. Which company has recently used a supercomputer and AI to create a vaccine? Oh yeah, AstraZeneca, the most valuable company in the United Kingdom. I wonder if they used a company that has this kind of ability like Fetch to do that. Who knows? But yeah, that one. Next one,
Mr.
number 6.
Harding, this is amazing. Thank you.
Thank you. So co-learning, so Fetch working with banks for ethical banking and fraud prevention. Wouldn't that be great if there was an AI system that was integrated into social media that could detect when someone wasn't actually that person pretending to be that person? Wouldn't that be amazing? It's a little bit, this one I think they need to speed up because of things that are happening. Co-learn supply chain management. So Bosch, I don't know if you've ever heard of Bosch before, but they make a lot of drills and all that kind of stuff. And Festo using autonomous agents to optimize their supply chains in order to optimize the production process and reduce costs, because agents can detect problems earlier than conventional systems. There is actually also another car company, BMW, that are rumored to be using an autonomous AI blockchain in their factories so that they can remodel their factories based on efficiency to figure out the best and the fastest ways to build their cars. So yeah, it might be these guys, it might not be. I'm speculative. So these heroic little guys protect your liquidity pools from getting rug pulled. Equipped with the power of AI, your agent can see when a rug pull is coming up and instantly pulls your liquidity out to protect you from losing all your money. That'd be good. Smart e-mobility agents. Imagine you have an agent in your car. It can seek out the nearest charging station for you, book your space and direct you there, saving you the hassle of having to wait your turn at a filling station. Parking agents. In a smart city, rather than driving into a parking lot hoping to find a space, an agent in your car will search and communicate with parking agents to find the nearest available space and book it for you before directing you to it. Smart cities. The essence of a smart city is a city-centric ecosystem. Via agents, residents can monetize their data, their smart energy, use of lifestyle habits, and for the first time profit while choosing who and how and when their data is sold. If people know that there's a blockchain that allows them to sell their data to companies instead of companies just taking it when they want, and you make money from giving your data to this AI, I'm all down for feeding the machine if I'm getting paid for it. I'm down. That's me personally anyway. I know a lot of people are scared about that, but I'm personally down. So what do all these dApps have in common? They save time and money for people, and the magic ingredient to success. Why did Google grow so fast? Because its search algorithm saved time. What is the next step in evolution? Search and discovery via autonomous agents. So for me, amazing. And then ultimately, the one thing that cannot happen without this kind of technology of blockchain and AI working together is space exploration. It's just not going to really happen. We can't build in space without AI and without robots. It's just not going to happen. We're not going to really be building civilizations that fast without them. So, you know, there's a certain guy that likes self-driving cars that also builds rockets. I'm just saying there's a lot of coincidences with Fetch.ai and what they are interested in, and a certain somebody that is currently the richest man in the world that is currently coincidentally just sold some of his stock and now has 100 billion cash just sitting around waiting to go somewhere. What's the market cap of this again? Oh yeah, 500 million. So yeah. So that is my bit on Fetch.ai and my questions. I'm gonna hand it over to, oh, actually, let's quickly look at the chart. It'd be rude of me to not look at the chart.
Not TA.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of TA. Oh, I think it might load and you might accidentally see some of the scans that we're looking at. Oh no, just my portfolio. That's cool. Why is it changed it from dark mode? Come on. It just really upsets me that people want to scam people, you know. It really upsets me. Like, you could make literally a 10x by the information we give out for free in our watch list, and we've proved it. Why do you need to scam anyone if you can get a 10x for free? Why do you? Oh, it's just annoying. I need to just not be emotional about it. Crypto portfolio, it should be in there now. I've been told I shouldn't share my portfolio as well, but you know. I've not added that. This is, I've learned my lesson now as well. I don't start telling people about stuff until I've bought it, which was something I wasn't doing before. I was like telling people about it before I'd even bought it. So we can see this is nowhere near its all-time high of $8. Now, based on the use case that I've just told you and the current market cap, I personally think this has got, I think this came along too early. That's my personal opinion. And it has been around since 2017. So it's been here a while. It ain't going anywhere. If it was going to go somewhere, it would have gone somewhere already. But these guys are still around. And you just got to think, in 2017, how good was AI and robotics? It wasn't that good. It really wasn't. So over time, I'm going to call it now. This one day, and I want this to be recorded, one day, I genuinely believe Fetch.ai will be around between $25 to $50. I know that's a big jump, but it'll be a minimum of 25, in my opinion, in the next 10 years. So I just want it to be recorded that I've said that, and then we'll see what happens. So yeah,
Bars,
if it just gets to its all-time high, that's a 32x.
Market cap hit 240 million. Now it's only 10 million.
What?
Market cap.
Oh, you do.
Yeah, this is a.
This is one of the ones where like you might want to think about just putting a little bag, like you know what I mean, like a light 50, 100, and you hold that. You just hold it.
Just forget that you've got it there.
Forget about it.
Wait, you're talking about Fetch or EBOOK?
He's talking about EBOOK.
So yeah, that's me done.
How do you buy it though? Because it's only on.
It's everywhere. Oh no! Wait. Yeah, I'm looking at EBOOK. Whoops, sorry, wrong one.
I was gonna say, I thought
that one's on BitTrack.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's on BitTrack.
Whoops. Sorry, guys.
Well, but did he technically just give us another show?
I don't know.
I technically gave you something that's for on the paid service.
Oh shit! Did you just give away your paid trade? Oh well, that's why you get the trading service.
Oops. Here's me giving away 25x's for free. Oh
dear.
And people are paying to get scammed.
That's the funny thing.
I know, yeah. It's like, why don't people just pay you for lessons and shit?
Why don't they just come to the free lessons, huh? The Monday call. Watch the replay.
It's just crazy. Right, anyway, so Fetch.ai, at the moment, we can see the RSI is down. We can see the stochastics is down. It's just taking a little dip, but I don't know about you, but
you think it might bounce back?
That looks like a little trend line to me.
What, a little uptrend? Is that what you said, bro?
That's what I said. And if we look at how well it respects, I think that's the 50-day moving average, which is the orange line. It respects it a lot. And
guess
don't
what?
know about you, but This kind of looks like a support line to me.
But it's not financial advice, but it's also on Binance.
Yep. Fetch is everywhere. It's on like every platform. So yep, that is me done on Fetch.ai. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope you got some value. Hope you realized why you don't need to. Yeah.
Okay.
I think
Can
anyone
as many
that
people
watches,
as possible come off the camera and microphone just to clap for Mr. Harding. Need to see some claps. Yeah. Hey, stop it. Stop it. Way too much
thanks.
research.
No, you don't think, bro.
Thanks.
All right, let me drop it like it's hot, and then we'll take some Q&As. Okay, drop it like it's hot. Drop it. Okay, so shillings. Okay, so I have a new principle now. I'm very, very busy, and I always believe in deep fundamental research. I also believe in the value of my time. Now, I'll charge people like 60 to 75 pounds an hour, right? To book consultations with me. So to buy 10 of these coins would take me like in the kind of daily graft, like 40, 45 minutes. So with that in mind, I don't want to spend more than 1 hour researching this coin if I'm only investing a tiny amount. So I'll be honest, last time on the game, I wasn't really feeling this coin. Maybe I had a bit of cognitive bias too, right?
This one.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But as I spent an hour on it, I thought, you know what? Let me buy 10 coins. Yeah, let me just get 10. It's light. Let me spend a little $60. Now, let me tell you why. You want to make a habit of occasional, right? Like this isn't investing advice, but I like to make a habit of investing occasional high risk, high reward coins that are significantly better than meme coins, right? So let's just take the credentials. So yeah, shout out to Jay that put us on this. I'll be honest, we weren't feeling it live. So I'll be honest, we weren't feeling it live. But as I looked into it, I just thought, you know what? Let me give it a chance.
Yeah,
Why?
I think that's understandable. But you know what it was? Someone else mentioned it in the chat, and it was the fact that Swissborg had listed it. That's a big catalyst right there.
That's
like,
what I mean. That's a
big
right?
catalyst.
I'll be honest. Like I spent 1 hour researching this, and I've bought 10 coins. And I'm not. Yeah, and as my interest grows, I may or may not continue to dollar cost average. Right? Just on the mathematics, like 30 to 40x is on the cards.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Let's not forget, this is Cardano as well.
Exactly,
the
right?
Cardano universe is practically untouched.
Exactly. So
early.
So what you're doing, should anyone choose to invest in this coin, understand that you are investing in speculation. Okay, I don't actually see this as a working product so far. I could be completely wrong. Like I said, I spent 1 hour doing the research. So I'm being transparent with you guys. I literally bought this yesterday because I just thought, you know what, I want to diversify a little bit. So let's just have a look exactly what is Occam.Fi. So the biggest reason why I looked into this was because it appeared on my Swissborg, and then my boy Jay put me on it. I looked over it, didn't really acknowledge it, and now I'm thinking, you know what, let's have a look. So apparently it's Cardano's smart DeFi layer. It's listed on very small exchanges, Uniswap, SushiSwap.
Big up Gate though. Big up Gate every time.
Oh yeah, okay, cool. It's
I
on
love Gate.
yeah,
Shit, but I love it.
it's on Gate.io, which is good.
I mean, it's the first exchange a lot of coins go on.
So it says Occam Razor is the Cardano launchpad. So an actual launchpad that launches, you know, like Cardano IDOs, right? So Julius King powered recent projects. I've not taken a look at Julius King. Let's actually just have a look at that. Maybe this will be a gem.
Getting into IDOs can be really lucrative, and for a really early ecosystem like Cardano.
Okay. So apparently, and this is why I like documenting, Julius King is an actual real project that actually launched on launched via Occam.Fi. I can't confirm this.
Is that not it just launching on Cardano? It looks like it's already running on another chain.
From something that I could gather from reading, I read about it a little bit myself, and it seems like it's like DeFi of Cardano. Seems like it's gonna, if it does materialize into what it could, it seems like it's gonna be like the ultimate DeFi space of Cardano. Like,
anyway,
it's
right?
a launchpad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Does it do anything other than like a launchpad? Because heavy competition for launchpad time, but again, like best thing about launchpads is you get in early when the launchpad is actually early in its stage. You get that coin cheap, and then because on launchpads you usually have to stake the coin to get in the IDO. So if you get in when that coin's cheap, you're good. Because when you get in like months down the line and that coin shot up in value, that's hard for you to get into them IDOs now. So this could be a good time, really.
I mean, look, these guys definitely got done,
hiring.
right? Look, like they got cash, right? Like let's compare the fact that the market cap is 87 million, but I think they've got $1 million to spend on employees. Let's just add these jobs all together, right? Let's just say 50K, add 75K, that's 125K. Yeah, but it says, but I'm taking it like a random figure in between, okay? So I'm gonna take the first figure is 50K, add 75K, that's 125K, add 100K there, that's 275, add 50 here, that's 325, add 100 here, that's 425, add 50 here, that's 495, add 50 here, okay, cool. So they've easily got $500,000 there in employing people. I mean,
so they got some cash.
They got some cash. It's looking good. And I've been rocking with Swissborg for a minute, like 10 months. You know what I mean? And historically speaking, everything's done well. So I reckon in the future there's going to be something called, let this be on record. I think in the future there's going to be something called the Swissborg effect, where Swissborg is going to have enough users where when things get listed on Swissborg, they basically do, you know, a mausoleum, because nothing really happened. The listing came on the 2nd of November. In fact, the listing came and then it dropped. So there's definitely no Swissborg effect right now.
Do you know what country Swissborg listed in? Because it still
Switzerland,
doesn't feel like, no, but I mean, how many countries accessible? It mustn't be accessible in America or something. It doesn't still get any talk, right? I don't hear it talked about Swissborg at all.
I mean,
So
me and Mr. Harding met
countries.
some of the co-people from Swissborg at the DeFi event, yeah.
Yeah.
But as you can see, we're currently 3x down. So yeah, I think this is one of those ones where I'm not out here co-signing. I've literally told you guys the move. The move is I spent an hour on it and I've got 10 coins. And well, yeah, be careful. So this is what I'm like. I mean, if it trends downwards, yeah, if it trends downwards, like the support is 23% down, and if you're looking for a high risk, high reward, like it doesn't really matter that much. Like if it drops down to the support, it's not like it's the difference between me spending $57 and $40. I really don't care because it's a micro investment.
One thing to know that I noticed over the past few days of obviously Bitcoin dropping and a lot of other things going down. Obviously, Algorand, most people probably know Algorand was one of the only things to survive on one of those days and one of those drops. But Occam, this was also one that just wasn't affected by that. Also, in terms of price, it didn't seem to hit it.
Listen,
it was quite strange. I thought.
I'd be interested to look at the on-chain metrics. I won't do it here, but I just wanted to just put this one out in the universe because it's such a low market cap. Again, guys, I spent an hour doing research and I bought 10 coins. That's the move, right? So as I'm just dropping it in the community, I think sometimes it's good to just share moves and just share game. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, if this does materialize, it will definitely do minimum 10x. And $57 is a lot of money to me. $60 is a lot of money to me, but 500, 600 is a significant amount of money to me. I don't know anyone in this room that can tell me 500, 600 ain't nothing. That's something, you know what I mean? That's something. That's like 2 Litecoins, baby. But you know what I mean?
That's a holiday, you know. That's like
what? That's like 12 Polkadot. Come on, baby. You know what I mean? That's a whole BNB. You know what I mean? A whole BNB. So yeah, however you want to flip it, however you want to go and get it. But that's the move I wanted to share. Now, another move that I wanted to share is I've added 2 stocks that I've never owned before, except in ETFs like the Nasdaq, into my long-term holdings that I intend to dollar cost average in. The first one being Nike, right? I've decided that I want to start investing in companies that believe in the fundamentals, even if the TA isn't 10 cent. Now sorry, go on. That's a different discussion, right? So yeah, I can't confirm or deny if Nike uses slave labor. So you know, if you find out that they do, and that affects your moral decision investing in Nike, then you know, don't invest in Nike. I'll be honest, my Nike investment is capitalistic. So what do I think Nike are going to do that's going to make the stock basically go crazy in the next few years? So first of all, let's just have a look at the historical data of Nike. Let's just look at 2018. So let's have a look at a time in my life, which is August 2018, right? For no particular reason. Nike's increased by 130% since then. So I wasn't introduced to investing 3 years ago when I was like 23, but as a 23-year-old man during the time of this summer, if somebody explained to me you can invest shares in Nike, like you can invest say like £500 in Nike, and if you hold that for 3 years, it's going to be worth like 1,200 or something, right? I feel like that's something that I could understand. So Nike is just a company that makes sense. Like if you just, without reading earnings report, just using your common sense, I wanted to add, basically, I'm on the hunt of diversifying my stock portfolio to be full of, I guess you could say, not Warren Buffett stocks, but maybe stocks that Warren Buffett would approve, right? So like, I don't know what Warren Buffett's Nike holding is. I haven't looked at it, but I'm going to assume that Nike is somewhere in. Mr. Harding, tell me if I'm talking crazy, but would Nike be something in like Berkshire Hathaway's portfolio, somewhere in there?
Yeah. Nike would be, Facebook would be based on the fundamentals, but definitely for the PE ratio on Facebook. Facebook's PE ratio is disgusting. In fact, go to the right-hand side. Let's show everybody a trick on TradingView. Go down. You see the little bar there. Pull that up.
Yeah.
Boom. The fundamentals.
Huh?
There we go. That's all the fundamentals on Nike. Keep going down. Look at that earnings. Look what it does to the. Look at that gap on what it did on its earnings. That is
crazy, right? So I mean, I was actually going to show you guys one of their earnings reports. First quarter reported revenues were up 12.2 billion, up 16% compared to the prior year, and 12% on the current currency neutral basis. My direct sales were up 4.7 billion, up 28%. Like it's just up. Like the world's not going to stop fucking with Nike now.
And they're in the NFT space.
This is what I wanted to say, right? Yeah. So there's been rumors surfacing about them being in the NFT space. No doubt they are going to release NFTs, but correct me if I'm wrong, I don't actually see any Nike NFTs having been released. If they have been released, they're relatively low key. They're not that high key.
They haven't been released yet, but they will be, because Michael Jordan's also, I don't know if it's connected to Nike, but he's doing something separately also.
Okay, right. So this also brings me onto a power move that kind of helped change my life. You got to have discipline for this, right? But it's basically the power move. This is I'm basically giving you paid game here that I'd usually give to like clients for kind of mindset training. But you want to invest as your knowledge grows. You don't want to wait, and then know a lot and then put a big bag in the investment. In fact, if you can do that, but I disagree with that, right? Like, I think it's better to invest in something proportionate to your knowledge growing. This was my cryptocurrency journey. Like remember, like a year ago, I was still a kitchen porter. Remember, July 2020, I was broke. Like now I'm up. But the reason I'm up is because like I understood the value. Like I could break down the value of cryptocurrency in August 2020 when I was broke. Because by that time, I'd already invested £700 into the market on my minimum wage job, but I understood where things were going, right? I don't know where Occam.Fi is going. I don't know, but I can speculate it's going to do something. Like if Occam.Fi doesn't do 3x in the next 300 days, I'm going to be very surprised. Does that make sense? Like, so I've just invested $57 and I'm going to look at investing more. Like with Nike, it's more of a thing where I just know it's going to do well in the long term. Like I know, but now I've got a, like, as my knowledge grows and as I keep more up to date with Nike NFT space, how much of my bag I'm going to start diversifying into Nike. This is my fundamental prediction. When Nike start releasing NFTs, the stock price is going to go crazy.
Facts.
Right? No Fibonacci, no TA. Like I'm really, really busy. So like what I'm doing is I haven't put a big bag into Nike, but what I've done is I've actually bought Nike stock for the first time in my life. Like I've actually purchased some Nike stock, right? How much Nike stock did I spend? Well, I just thought, how much do I spend on Nike trainers? This is this sounds like baby advice, right? But I spend 50 to 80 pounds on my Nike trainers. I'm not a Jordan's guy, right? Basic Nike trainers, I usually spend like 50 to 80. I'm a bargains guy. So yeah, fuck it, right? So I'm thinking, let me just buy 50 pounds of Nike stock. If that shit isn't the most practical thing in the world, I don't know what is. I just thought, let me spend what I'd spend on Nike trainers because I've bought enough Nike trainers in my life. So let me just put a little 50 pounds because that would be the JD like 60% off section. You know what I mean? I'm a bargain hunter. I ain't afraid to say. So yeah, I spent £50 on Nike stock. Now, finally, the last thing I've added to my portfolio is Facebook stock, which is now officially called Meta Platforms. So I think it's safe to say that.
I didn't even know that. Well,
Yeah.
Meta Platform, just Meta.
So I think it's safe to say anyone just looking, like any conservative investor that's just looking for not financial advice, 10% increase, like we are gonna smash all-time highs. So what you want to be is like, you want to be in investor consumer space, right? So you got to think like, where are the billionaire eyes? Because they're not watching Foot Asylum or JRNY Crypto, probably. They might do, but like they'll go straight to the source. So what's the source? The source is Facebook, like the actual Facebook website. Now, I have been paying attention to official Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook content. I probably consumed, like in terms of metaverse content, what's that? Facebook, official YouTube channel, which I think is now called Meta. Where is it? I literally consumed like this is it.
Finally.
Yeah. Right. So you can already like I consumed this, I think, on like the 2nd or 3rd of November. And ever since I've been kind of not stalking, but paying a good amount of attention, whilst everybody's busy talking about their idea of the metaverse and everybody's listening to social commentary, I'm just going straight to the guy fucking up the whole of the base, listening directly to Mark Zuckerberg, and then forming my opinion on the metaverse. Because let's be honest, this guy's gonna probably be.
Wait, you can't.
If not
you can't sit there. There's 2 seats burned.
That's what I mean.
See, I watched the Gary V.
See, I watched the Gary V one as well because Gary V is an influencer, right? All these people are influencers, but this is the decision maker. This is the guy who makes the move. So you want to go to the guy,
I'm just gonna ask to share screen just so I can show you who the real decision makers are.
Okay.
Because this is about to get interesting. I'm just gonna take people on one of them quick dives. We're gonna just have a quick swim with the whales.
Can we just say how genius? Like Facebook's one of those companies. I'm like, I ain't gonna invest in them just because I don't want to invest in Facebook personally anyway. But that move is genius, and I hate them for it. Like that rebranding and that move to Meta is genius.
I agree. So quickly as well. First mover advantage. It's just like,
fully.
But what I hate about it as well is that they're gonna claim ownership over Metaverse, and I don't like that because it isn't their idea. They're just gonna be one of many people contributing to it, and of course they're gonna build so much infrastructure for it. But that move to connect them so closely with Metaverse is so genius, but they're so wrong for it as well at the same time, I feel. But
So let's just have a quick look at who the holders are. The biggest holders in Facebook: Vanguard, BlackRock, State Street, Capital International. That's a big JP Morgan, Morgan Stanley, Bank of New York.
Oh no, I'm not denying the shareholders of Facebook or
Nah, I'm just saying they are going to make this happen. Like, there is too much money behind Facebook for the metaverse to not be a success.
Bars.
does anyone remember PlayStation Home?
Yeah, I remember that, but that didn't have the same kind of money behind it.
I know.
These guys have been in, you have to remember, like, Facebook have been in the VR game for 7 years. This isn't like them trying. This is, we've done this for 7 years. Now we're saying that we're doing it publicly.
Mm-hmm.
That's like writing bars for 7 years and then going, by the way, here's more bars. This is a bit mad.
I don't know if the world's ready for it. The world is not. We're not ready for this stage yet. Like,
survival of the fittest, baby.
Oh yeah,
humanity not ready for this layer of reality yet. We're not advanced enough as a species.
Nah, we're not emotionally intelligent enough yet. That's what it is.
We're getting tools of God's handed to us, and like we're still very, very very mere more.
Yeah, we're still doing that war thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
and we're getting like intergalactic weapons given to us in our pockets.
It's like, guys, you just don't get it yet, do you? You're still on that war shit. Oh my God. How primitive are you? That's what it is. But yeah, I just want to go on record as saying this. I just want to have it recorded in one of our episodes that I personally think two of the most destructive things that are going to happen to human civilization are, number one, Tesla's self-driving automated lorries and Pokemon Go NFTs. I think those two things, nobody's calculated the actual damage they're going to cause economically. Number one, the self-driving trucks. People haven't realized how many people's jobs that is going to take out. It's going to cause riots, and it's not going to cause riots and problems here. I'm talking in like South America, India, Pakistan, whatever, and all across Eastern Europe, because for a lot of unskilled, like, I don't know how to say it, not unskilled, but a lot of people that rely on that to provide for their families, if you wipe that out, and they're not going to do it gradually, it's not going to be a gradual wipeout. They're going to wipe it out by the millions real quick, because which business owner is going to say no to that? Like, it's hard as a business owner to say, no, I would prefer to pay human beings to drive and then have to get additional insurance for them and then have my products arrive slower and later.
Not to mention there's always striking, which they've done recently, and
yeah,
for more money.
I think it's more like, obviously you're talking more about the foreign workers who choose jobs like that because of the language barrier.
Yeah.
But if that sort of technology is developing with the self-driving and stuff, what's stopping the technology developing that's going to allow people to communicate better between different languages?
Facts.
Which means that actually, because a lot of these workers, people forget, that come from different countries, are actually so skilled. They have degrees.
Facts.
They have like education from their own country that they bring here, which they can't really use because of the language barrier, and because like in different countries the regulations are different. But if there's like some sort of technology and AI thing that's developing to solve the language barriers, then these foreign workers will be able to like have these higher paid jobs.
Do you know what that
actually
is?
Like appropriate for the education.
Guess what that technology is? The metaverse.
Well, there you go.
So
Like,
if people are willing to
that
reskill,
is such a huge worldwide problem that's going to be like, if someone solves that, like that is like $1 trillion idea.
You know, one thing that people actually forget, I feel like as well, is that, and it's the way society's moving, like there might just be less jobs in the future because a lot of manual labor and manual skill jobs will be done by robots, like, and stuff. But that's why we just need like universal basic income. Like we will get to a point where there just won't be enough jobs for humans, and that's fine because we've still got the productivity that we need.
We'll always innovate.
But like literally, like there will, like, why would there actually, like, if there's billions and billions of humans, like there might not need to be that many people working, but there'll still be the same amount of productivity from the earth. And there will still be the same amount of money needed.
Oh, well, here's the thing with the big thing about that is we have to completely change, well, from a very top level, is inflation. Like in reality, in an ideal world, there wouldn't be any inflation. In fact, because we've become way more productive, actually it should be deflationary. And then there will be more value for each person. So fundamentally, I mean, basically, crypto has to happen for that to happen. AI and crypto literally go hand in hand, because you can't have inflation with less jobs and all this sort of stuff, because there needs to be more value for each person. So
I think, I totally agree with that.
You know what? The timing of it all is just way too weird. Like, all just get together all at the perfect time.
Yeah, it fits perfectly. But there's a current saying going on around the whole Great Reset at the moment, and it's that in the future you will pay for nothing, but you will own nothing also. You know, so imagine that as a lifestyle. You've got a whole world where you just nothing is a cost to you, but also you don't own anything also. Those that own stuff will own everything.
I mean, you know what? It's like in a weird kind of way, like I understand why that is like, a problem in the way that our society kind of works. But
it's happening already.
Also that you don't own nothing really, kind of. It's all dust to dust at the end of the day.
Yeah. I love that.
Think about it in terms of like, you can hand it down to your generations and whatnot, but a million years ain't nothing in this universe, and by then it'll all be done.
Right, let's just take some immediate questions.
I love how that happens. I love that needs to happen more often.
George always creatively disrupting the team. You get me? All right, so let's take any Q&As.
Let's start with newbies. So we'll go Paul and Adamo because they're newbies, so they can ask questions first. So we'll go with Adamo. Adamo, you've been unmuted. Any questions? Anything you're looking at? Oh, you got to think of one. Okay, no worries. Take your time. Come back to us. Or if there's anything you're researching or any feedback that you'd want to give us, or anything you're researching that you'd want us to have a look at TA wise, let us know. Other than that, let's go to Paul. Paul, you've been unmuted. Is there anything you're looking at that you want us to look at, or is there any feedback on today's session or any questions? Oh, can't speak. Okay. If you want to type, that'd be good also. Otherwise, let's go to Jermaine. Jermaine, any feedback on anything from today? Anything you're looking at that you'd want us to look at? Or any questions? No, another one. Okay. Oh, Jermaine, you there?
Oh yeah, I'm here, but no questions. Everything's all good.
Any feedback on today's session?
Nah, literally all good stuff, man. Definitely gonna look at that Folky AI.
Yeah, man.
Or, so I'm gonna look at that and then see what that's saying.
All right, cool.
And then
Thank you for tuning in, buddy. Thank you.
Appreciate you, Jermaine.
That's all good. All right, take care, guys.
Thank you. JG, you've been unmuted.
I don't actually have any particular question. You touched on quite a few things that was just kind of floating around my mind. Anyway, yeah, I just think it's yeah, there's a lot.
Is there anything that you're looking at? Because I know you're always looking at something interesting.
You know, actually relating to what Ollie was just saying a moment ago about the whole inflation and situation. Whenever I think of that word now, inflation and deflation now, the first thing that comes to my mind is just ETH in terms of how much they're burning right now. I look at ETH just as it's just absolute, like, it's just incredible, like what's going on with them right now in terms of how they're just burning so much, like, and the other things they're using to burn, like obviously things like SHIB and whatever other plenty other companies that are now leading in becoming crazy and burning crazy amounts of ETH as well. You know, it's just like that is going to be, I think ETH is going to be one of the kind of like examples of how to make something deflationary. Like,
yep, I think a lot of companies are going to have to apply the whole ETH. Basically, tokenomics is going to become standard economics, and it's going to become political.
Yeah,
like nations are going to have to apply these kind of principles to get some kind of deflationary effect. And something Kathy Wood's been saying for ages, she's saying that there's, at the moment, we're just in a temporary area of inflation, and what's going to happen is the innovation's just going to, once AI gets to a certain point, the innovation is just going to go like that, and the inflation is just going to just go boom like that. So
you better be holding some crypto.
Yeah,
when that happens.
Kathy Woods is even saying that the biggest risk might not be inflation, it might be hyper deflation.
Wow. Just
because of, we can't calculate or estimate the advances of AI innovation. We just can't.
They will, like many people have been saying, they'll just surpass like how we can even behave in ourselves and what we can possibly put down. You know what I mean? Like,
one thing we can control is dollar cost averaging our income into DCA. You know what I'm saying? And cryptos that they're on board with AI and such technologies. That's the easiest way to survive in this world, in my opinion.
Yeah, 100. Someone just asked for BitTorrent TA. I'm going to do that right now for you. Bear with me. Let me get
I've not thought about this coin for a minute. There we go. Real life world use case right there. George Brown using BitTorrent yesterday.
Although apparently, like, the point of the BitTorrent whole thing is that apparently the token, and I don't know, something to do with the blockchain, the speed of your transactions. I couldn't get it to link with that side of it, so I couldn't actually use whatever the coin is supposed to do with it. But I was using BitTorrent anyway. But your torrent shit, BitTorrent.
Well, the thing is about BitTorrent is the first where we've got to start with this TA is how long this thing's been around. Like, BitTorrent's been around for a hot minute. However, it's only been on Binance since 2019, according to this.
Remember, like, BitTorrent, like, before the coin existed as well, like, BitTorrent has been a thing. Like, and also, like, you look at peer-to-peer networking, that culture fed so much into what crypto is and things, really. Like, peer-to-peer file sharing, just that revolutionized the internet. You would not have crypto the way it is today without that.
I personally think, looking at this chart, where BitTorrent is now, right, this whole area here is where this is right there. I think it's got another spike like this due. I'm sure I've already done TA on this and did a price prediction on this to be like 90. Yeah, okay. But short term, let's do it the old school.
Mikey, was it you? I'm not sure if it was you or someone else, or and I'm not 100%. It was BitTorrent that was speaking about, but there's a link to BitTorrent and Comcast, or some type of conglomerate like that. Some huge, ridiculous.
Well, there's someone here that works with Comcast, so.
Oh. Who does?
Do you work with Comcast?
No, I work at Viacom CBS.
Oh, Viacom. Oh, okay, wrong one.
It may not been Comcast, but someone along those lines, you know, those One of the big dogs.
Might not be. Might be. Thing is, Michael, what do you think? Like, BitTorrent's user base, like, do you reckon they've got more users coming? Like, how much is the torrent market growing today? Like, I feel like it's not. And what impact does that have on its coin and blockchain, really?
I think it doesn't have a use yet, but the moment we get into the whole NFTs and BitTorrent, it's a different ballgame.
Yeah, interesting to see what they're really planning to do in the space.
If they find a way to integrate that into BitTorrent, that causes a whole different. I don't know how they would do it or what the play would be, but I think it's inevitable.
Because but that's what like transferring tokens are in a way. Like they're the new version of peer-to-peer file sharing, like that was back in the day. So like, what? Like, I need to check on the website. I'm literally wondering now, like, what are BitTorrent doing in the crypto space? Like, especially if we reserve a coin so high up in with such a market cap now. Anyway, I'm like, what is it?
BitTorrent are probably spending all their time going through all the data they've collected over the years while nobody was in this game.
Yeah, the one thing I tell you they're definitely not doing is nothing.
Well, yeah.
That's the one thing we know as a fact. They are up to something, but it's a case of what?
Like, is it just because they're so recognizable, especially with this crowd, this space? Everybody, well, a lot of people would have known BitTorrent. I don't know if.
I think a lot of the people that were in Facebook, old money investors wise, are probably also in BitTorrent as well. So it's just one of them where it's just too tried and tested in this space. It's got like an evolution that hasn't happened yet. It's like a slow Pokemon.
I don't reckon.
Yeah.
Like, because I feel like it's just one of those. It's like an OG of the internet.
Yeah, and you got to think of the amount of users and the amount of data transfers that they've got.
Remember, uTorrent is part of BitTorrent as well. So if you've ever used uTorrent,
oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they got too much.
I know that. Yeah, that's massive.
Let me just double check that.
That's massive. Yeah.
So yeah, Fib is saying it's going to at least 0.017. Whoever was asking for the TA on that one. Let's go to our boy Deco Master. What are you saying, broski?
Yo, I'm good, lads. What you saying? You good, yeah?
Yeah, man, all good, all good. You've always got very interesting questions. So
0161 in the place, baby.
0161, baby. Let them know.
Yeah. Any questions? Anything you're looking at? Any feedback?
On this session, I don't have that many questions, but again, big up for the massive knowledge bomb again. Smashed it again.
It's what we're here to do, bro. It's what we're here to do.
Legends in the game.
This is why I believe in this theory that was once said to me, and I encourage everyone to try and live by this way, because the world would be a better world. And it's live your life in a way that if someone was to say something bad about you, that no one would believe it.
Yeah, that's the way to live, man. That's
the way that I live, and I live it like that, documented. So if you was to like, if someone was to say to you, oh yeah, Mike's part of this scam, you would go and look at any information on me or talk to anyone close to me and be like, that's not possible. It's not possible.
No, that's it, innit?
Like, I'm giving my time for free to go and teach kids about blockchain and investing.
Yeah.
Like, that's just not what a scammer does. I periodically don't go to Dubai, period. I'm anti going to Dubai. That is where my principle, if that doesn't say about who I am, that I will not set foot in Dubai, because it goes against just internally, like what I feel about the materialistic world and what it does to people and the psychological, like, mental health issues that city causes, then but
hit up, bro.
That's that. But yeah, appreciate that, bro, Deco. Appreciate
you guys, man.
Leon, you've been unmuted, broski, long time. Hope you're good, bro.
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. I know it's been a while since I've been able to get on your calls, because I've been working a bit late, so not at the time. But I don't have any questions at the moment. Some of the things I was probably looking at, you managed to cover anyway, like NinjaTea brought up Nike anyway, really. you know, but other than that, I have definitely not got any questions. But if anything does pop up, I'll be sure to send you a message anyway after I've read up on a few things.
Nice.
Anyway, you know, so.
Any feedback on anything? Anything you enjoyed in today's session?
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing that I didn't enjoy, but I enjoyed hearing about VanEck ETFs. As someone who's always been interested in gaming, I didn't really know there was a gaming, you know, ETF. So it was just interesting to hear about that, and it's definitely something that I would probably look more into as well.
Yeah, I definitely look at Hero as well.
Hero.
Personally, again, this is not financial advice, but from the past performance and current performance, Nvidia is just on smoke permanently. Like, yeah. It's just always madly. One of our students invested in Nvidia, I think, the start of this year. Not only is he getting his dividends, I think he's up like 80%, which is, as on a stock, to do that kind of number year on year is insane. To get an 80% return and get paid dividends,
yeah,
that's dumb. Your bank is not going to do that for you. It's just not gonna do it. So yeah, man, the gaming space, I think people were like, oh yeah, gaming's dying down. No, it hasn't started.
Yeah. Oh my god,
mate, that's not even the worst bit. Look at it on the monthly.
Well, oh dear. Oh yeah, dear, son.
Nvidia's been like one of my. I think I've already 100%ed on it since I went in.
It's disgusting.
How did I not pick this up in summer?
Did you not? What, like, and again, like, moves influenced by like the crypto market as well, because all them graphics cards.
Yep. Nvidia ain't going nowhere.
Nope.
I've been waiting for a dip and never came.
No, it's a steam.
Nah, Nvidia don't dip like that, bro. That's not happening. It's not happening, broski. Let's go to Mr. Lewis Lacardi. Unfortunately, you're gonna be last, Ollie. Hope you don't mind.
Wait, did we ask Halima?
Oh yeah, Halima as well.
Yo,
bro.
My bad.
Gang.
Yo, Lewis, what you saying, broski? Any feedback for us?
Yeah, first of all, I'd just like to say thank you so much for your explanation on the what do you call it? Do you know when your mind goes blank when you're in the presentation?
Yeah.
On the AI crypto, I thought that was really interesting and more than that, knowledgeable. You went into all the little bits intricate. It was really good. In terms of questions, I was wondering if in one of the sessions you were going to cover more on NFTs and Web3.
Yep, we have a specialist. Might as well let you guys know. We have an actual guy that his whole profession is consulting on NFTs. So he's going to come and be doing a session with us. I think it's December sometime.
Would it be? Would that be on one of the Monday sessions or the Thursday, Friday sessions?
Yeah, it's going to be on one of the Monday sessions.
All right, cool, fantastic, bro. Thank you.
We're probably going to do 2 sessions with him. Probably going to do a free Monday session and then a slightly more deeper, advanced paid session on it.
Because I feel like at the moment NFT is just blowing up. It's all I seem to be seeing online on my Instagram or social media. It's just all NFT.
And it's just getting started as well.
That's it.
It's nowhere near started, that technology. At the DeFi Expo, I keep saying it to people that NFTs are coming for the property space. I've been telling people, and if you was in the paid, if you've watched the top 10 alts, there's a one that's been recognized by the World Economic Forum. The guys that are telling you that you will own nothing, but you will be happy. They've co-signed a property NFT company that has got a market cap that I think it was less than 100 million. So yeah, that one's in that video. So yeah, if you're interested in that, get that video, have a watch through. I think there's like nothing that was in that video that isn't up right now.
Cool, bro. Blessed. Appreciate it, man.
So yeah, man. Check that out.
Hey, shout out to Lewis for subscribing to the Signal service. Lewis, how do you feel confident in swing trade, right?
Yeah. Now, do you know what? When I first got into it, I was a complete beginner. Like, I think I got some stuff sent over to me from these guys, and it did just look like another language. Like I had no clue what I was looking at. But after the thing with Fad, like I can safely say that I 100% understand what it all means, and I feel confident going into it.
Yes, bro. Love that. Love that. Love that. So last month we were 90% accurate with the signals that we sent out. Most of them doing this isn't like no ordinary trading signal service where you're getting 20%. Like some of them are doing like 300%. So yeah, it's just from one trade being successful, you make your money back. So it's pretty mad what we're offering for the price we're offering. I'm not gonna lie.
Investment, guys, you need to jump on it.
Definitely. So let's go to Halima. What up, Halima?
Hello.
Yo, what's good? What's good? You're the only lady in the room apart from Dom.
She's right next to you.
Yeah, I know.
Two girls.
It's two girls. Yes, yes. Ladies in crypto.
Yeah. Like, honestly, I'm so impressed with the Fetch.ai. I've never heard of something like this. I'm fucking mind blown. But I don't have any questions because there's so much information that you've gave. Like literally, like in an hour, I'm going to research all this after the gym. Get on it because smart cities. I'm learning about smart cities and architecture.
Mm-hmm. I think Fetch.ai potentially will. I was going to say to you, like, there's definitely something worth looking at is AI and architecture.
Yeah,
it just goes hand in hand.
Yeah, you mentioned two books, Better Angels and...
Yeah, Better Angels of Our Nature. And that one's just kind of about, it makes you realize that like human society is actually gradually getting better and better. Shout out Matthew Broadbent for giving me that one. Like we think that society is getting worse, but it's actually improving so much in every area in terms of shooting, stabbings, rape, murder, everything is dropping like dramatically. But because humans have such a small lifespan, and because we're so focused on the now, not like the bigger picture, we can't really realize what's happening. But the moment you talk to your grandparents or you talk to anyone that's like over 50 or 60 and ask them about murder cases and all these kind of things, like it's nowhere near as bad. It's like uncomparable how bad the world was 50 years ago. Like we're anyone born in the 80s or 90s were too small-minded and fragile to realize how bad the world actually is, especially if you're born in the UK and raised in the UK. We have no idea how bad the world is and was. Even in third world countries, it's miles better than it was before. And one of those reasons, again, it's a bit of a devil's advocate, is actually social media. Like it's actually, it looks like it's bad, but the pros outweigh the cons. Yes, there is. It's just that unfortunately we haven't quite got to the group social intelligence, emotional intelligence level to understand how to use it only for good. But it's just the phase that we're going through. So good times coming.
Yeah.
But yeah, check those books out.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
No worries, no worries, no worries. Let's go to my man, the one, the only, Mr. Ollie Gilbert, the sniper with the Elliott waves. Jeez.
Oh, what's up? What's up, guys?
What's good,
Thanks as always, guys. You know, fucking Monday calls going absolutely fire as always, you know. So much love, much love.
That's why we do it.
Yeah, I posted this in the WhatsApp group. Got a bit of a shill. I mean, first of all, if no one's looking at Rusty right now, like I've been shouting and screaming about it off the top of my voice, but no, if no one's on that one just yet.
So I'm putting it in my list right now. What's it called?
Veracity. Come on.
Veracity. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but
I've got maybe some peas off Veracity. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Everyone's going to be making money off that one. You know, it's got a working product. The team is docs and like brilliant. Everyone is a genius in their own right. and it's in a mega market as well. So veracity, but there's another one I wanna chat about. Obviously, I mean, look at that Elliott wave, like.
Ooh.
We love it.
Yeah, this is ripe.
Yeah,
this is
going back
very
in.
ripe.
Profits
it's going back up. You know, it's one of the most consistently trending cryptos on Twitter. Like everyone's talking about it, because like I say, it's got a working product. Look, it's just dipped right on the stock and on the RSI.
Yeah, this is too ripe, bro. This is a mad shill.
It is. Bro, I'm telling you, man. I've only sold little bits as we go, but I'm fully in profit and still making big moves out of this one. But there is another one I want to share as well.
Man, like Ollie giving the game. I love that. I love that this is the culture that we go on, fire away.
Yeah, man. Right. So it's I've been looking a lot into the Polkadot ecosystem. Dot is due to absolutely blow. So I'm in quite a few, but I wanna share one that I think is really relevant, particularly to this group, and also, Michael, your understanding as well of like the wider market. So it's called Kylin, Kylin.
Yeah, I know about this.
I swear to God, me and Keish were looking at this 2 days ago.
Yeah, bro. That's because I put it in the group chat.
Look,
put it
it's
in
there
the
on my subs bench.
Is that is that why? I can't always remember.
Yeah. You asked me to bring it up, Ninja, today.
Oh, okay. Sick.
Yeah, Kylin, look, and look, it's if you go back to all time, look, just to get back to that.
Oh wow.
That value,
Let me just go on the weekly because it's easier.
Like so this one here, basically what it is, I'm sure you guys know, but for everyone else, basically they're what's called it's an oracle, but essentially what they're looking to do is bridge real world data onto the Polkadot blockchain. And basically for those of you that don't know, basically that means they're going to be the AWS of the blockchain, right? So and look, they've got again a docs team which are really hot on. They do interviews, like the founder does interviews and all sorts. They have a huge amount of DOT stockpiled for the auction they're going for at the moment. They're going for the parachain auction on that. So look, as soon as they get a parachain auction, which is looking very likely, that it's just going to absolutely blow, because then they'll have a real working product. And you look on their GitHub, it's active. They've got employees, all sorts. So this is one that's really due to go.
Mad shill, bro. Absolutely mad.
My God.
I think, like, in total, if someone watched this episode, I think they'd get at least minimum 5x. Over a period of 5 years, minimum. Although we shouldn't make claims because we're not financial advisors and we're not giving investment advice or trying to persuade or influence anyone in any shape, way, or form to make any investments. But what we are encouraging you to do is to do your own research with the ways, methods, and strategies we've shown.
Okay. Right, I just wanted to check in on this as well, just because just with the oracles, there was a competitor. I didn't want to stamp on Ollie at all. It's just that I found there was another oracle platform for DOT that I saw, and I've no idea where it is in its development. I was just rechecking it, and you just want to look who the people on the team for it are. So you've got kind of like the ex-director of Huobi, the exchange, the big exchange, and then also the co-founder and CEO of the Arcadia Group is an advisor on this project. Like, so you know what the Arcadia group is? The Arcadia group is like Top Man. Think like
of
Top
course,
Shop,
yeah.
all those kind of like things as well.
What coin's that for?
Oracle. But it's really early days. Like, I just kind of saw it like a bit ago, and I've been looking at it, and like it's seeming interesting. But again, like in the space, but yeah, I'm not sure where it is. Like, this could be further along than it is. But.
Yeah. So with Kylan, it's not just an oracle. It's like a total bridge. If you bring up, if you go on the Kylan.network,
Let me do this shit.
and they've got a one pager, and that's probably the best thing to look at for just on this call. Kylan.network.
Kylan.network. Let's take a look at some of these shit. Okay.
Right, go to docs at the top and one pager.
Ah, they're gonna one pager. Quick time.
We love a one pager.
We love a one pager. We got. I have. Oh, guys, we got a new email. We got a new email now. hello@blockchainsensei.com.
We're waiting.
Overview. Kylan Network aims to build a cross-chain platform. Interoperability. The data economy on Polkadot. It will be the data infrastructure for DeFi and Web 3.0 powered by Polkadot. It offers any applications and blockchains such as parachains and parathreads. Instantaneous for reliable and valid on-off-chain market data and social data sources by leveraging the power of the Polkadot and Substrate framework. Oh, okay, this makes sense. Architecture. Time to go all nerdy. Right.
Yeah, I let people to go through this on their own because Ollie's already given away a mad shill. If people want it, so go do the reading.
Go do your reading.
Because we've got to wrap up, guys. George, because we love you, even though we've got to wrap up, I'm going to let you ask a question if you've got any questions.
I don't really have any questions. There's some coins I could say to like look at, but I think that's probably going to take too long. More your opinion on a couple of projects, but we'll
save that. Save that for next week.
We'll let everyone.
Okay, sick. Also, if anyone has any expertise on Google Docs, we would really, really appreciate you getting back to us because we had a 48-page white paper we were writing. We changed the font to Times New Roman and it wiped the whole thing. We have got other backups, but
we've lost like 5 pages.
Wait, you've gone on like the history on Google Docs, right?
Oh, it's corrupt, bro. Like we spent like it just literally all I did was it was me and Mr Harding were live. I just highlighted everything and then changed it to Times New Roman. The document deleted and corrupted, and then it can't even check.
That's why I shouldn't use that font, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, we literally said Times New Roman again, but I just wanted to make it legible. Also, is anyone here technicalwords@live.co.uk? Because we've literally just got a new subscriber for the crypto swing trade.
That was me, bro. I was so over delayed. Yeah, that was me.
Okay, could you?
I was just so late on. I was just so late on it. That's all.
It's late. Can you DM blockchain?
For the PDF also.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. It's always good to revisit fundamentals. Could you please DM blockchain Sensei on Instagram your number? I know Miss Harding's your number, but it's because I'm the person who actually sends out the trade.
Yeah,
so I actually manage the swing trading signal service. Like me and Mr Harding is a TA.
Yeah, I got you. I've got you on Instagram anyway, so yeah, I'll DM you.
All right, love, bro. Appreciate that.
All right, safe peeps. We're gonna have to bounce because we've got a bit of a long night.
We got a long night, baby.
Early mornings.
That's another thing. By the way, you forgot to show the most important thing just there. You've asked me about it, but not recommended it to the newbies.
Oh, the intro to crypto.
The PDF, come on.
Nah, we did at the start, bro.
All right, okay, fair enough. My bad. I turn up late and then I criticize. No worries.
Right. Yeah, literally, guys. Everything is on the link tree, including my Zoom link, Mr. Harding's Zoom link. We got PDF. We got. You know how good it is to say I got a book. I got a book out. Me and Mr. Harding wrote a little book. It's only 31 pages, but it's worth it. Y'all should go get that. And then also, can we announce that? Oh, we can actually announce that we've been booked at Anglia Ruskin Cambridge University campus as guest speakers for the Cryptocurrency Entrepreneurship Society. So we pulling up, we pulling to the universities. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. It's a bit overwhelming, to be honest. I don't even have a degree, so it's
teaching uni students.
Stop it! Because we're starting every time for the providing opportunities. Thank you everyone for attending. Like, comment, subscribe.
Love,
Peace,
love, love.
guys.
See you in a bit, guys. Thank you.
Okay.
Bye, bye, bye.
Bye.